Are spirits bottled at a higher proof better than their regular strength counterparts? Let's drink about that for a minute.
Here's to whiskey kisses with peaty taste of sin.
Greetings, whiskey folk, and welcome back to Drinking Out Loud. My name is Adam Bradshaw, and I am here today to talk about that big question. Is higher proof better? Well, it seems that is the way that the world is going, especially in the world of whiskey, but in spirits in general. So whether you call it cask strength, batch strength, 100 proof, bottled in bond, overproof, navy proof, there's so many different ways to talk about a spirit that has been watered down less. And at the end of the day, that's exactly what's going on. It's not like we're specifically distilling it higher necessarily to become full flavored. It's about how much water we add, how much we're taking away from the intensity of the spirit. And many companies are going away now from the industry standard of 40% and making it higher and higher. Edward Hour right here is a perfect example. This bottle is at 40% alcohol, the Edward Hour 10. This bottle is at 43. And this isn't even the most recent batch. The batch that has just landed in BC and will be on shelves soon is at 46. So I think it was 2 years ago they started this one, maybe a year ago. If they keep rolling at that, we'll be at 50, 60% in no time. So yeah, Edward Hour, it's just keep getting more and more alcoholic. And, you know, there's reason for that. Whiskey nerds, whiskey geeks, people in our club especially really like higher proof. I mean, I'm an ambassador for the Scotch Malt Whisky Society, the kind of pioneers of bottling everything at cask strength. And, you know, they on occasion, they do lower strength bottlings, but 99.9% of the stuff they do is at cask strength, and that usually means 55 to 65% alcohol. Rarely is it over that. Is it always better? Well, you've got to look for direct comparisons, really, to really tell that. And I haven't opened this bottle of 43, and I'm not going to just for this video. There's a very scientific method we're gonna do for this. So, first of all, our club continuously scores cask strength versions of the same whiskey higher, and many awards do the same. So, and it's kind of reasonable, right? Why would you have Lafroig 10 at 43% when you could, a little harder to find, mind you, have Lafroig 10 cask strength at 58.3? Just more concentrated whiskey, right? And Lafroig 10 cask strength is an absolutely incredible whiskey. The 10 is too, but it's kind of a step up. And to that end, nobody was talking about Alberta Premium, seen here in its classic plastic bottle format, at 40% alcohol. This just flew under the radar. No one outside of Canada had really even come across this. It's good whiskey, but up that 40% to 63.5 and get the Alberta Premium cask strength rye. This has won so many awards it's hard to keep count, and is a phenomenal whiskey. As you can tell, I own an open bottle of this. I don't own an open bottle of this. Yeah, I mean, is cask strength always better? Seemingly. But, like I said, we're going to do something truly scientific here to discover. I'm not going to bother tasting these. I've tasted these all before. Many of them on videos on this channel, so you can go back and look at my impressions of this. I'm going to try something brand new for you here today. Because higher proof, you got to kind of go for the highest proof possible, right? To really have the scientific method. Like, you've got to judge the minimums and the maximums. I've tried 40%. That's the legal minimum. The legal maximum? Well, Mixtape 1 might come into the conversation. This actually scored really high in our club. This is a single cask from a local distillery we did here in Victoria, BC, called Fermentorium, done by Phelps Brewery. This came out at 70.3. I think this is among the most alcoholic whiskies I've ever had. But again, you can go back and look at my video of me trying this one. I picked the cask for this one. I'm very familiar. It's sharp. It's beautiful. It doesn't taste like it's over 70% alcohol, honestly. But when it comes to grain-based spirits, we can go further. And for science, that is what we're going to do. So, without any further ado, if the hypothesis is true that higher alcohol always is better, Here I have a vintage bottle of Everclear 190 proof. This is 95% alcohol by volume. So it says to extract, infuse, and fortify. I'm used to cask strength spirits. I'm going to give this a try as is and judge it for its flavour and see are we truly dealing with the purest form of the spirit, the most flavour at this kind of strength. I mean, let's face it, the ABV of whiskey mostly is going to come from the distillation, not the maturation. So the fact that this hasn't been matured, well, it just makes it even more of a perfect candidate for this experiment. So we don't have a cork pop, unfortunately. There's no satisfying cork sound, but let's, I'll hold it up to the microphone. Let's see if we can get a nice satisfying crack of the... And I've had this for 6 years now. I wouldn't say that was satisfying. Good glug, though. Love a glug. Oh, yeah. Okay. This is something special. There's actually a sort of a piney gin-like quality on the nose. A little bit of lemon peel. Not a small amount of Windex. Melted plastic. Fresh pair of Wellington boots. And pineapple. All right, well, let's go in for a taste. So my initial reaction is, why does it feel like my tongue's on fire? And then I remember what I'm doing. It's not bad, though. Honestly, as soon as you get through the intensity of the burn, there is actually some really good flavour in here. It's like a... I'm going for more. Hang on. What is that? Yeah, it's very citrusy. It's like a nice sort of orange, licorice. It's quite sweet as well, which is surprising because, you know, going back to the science of things, alcohol is usually converted from sugar. So if this is 95% alcohol, the maximum amount of sugar that could possibly be in here is 5%, and that's near impossible because there's going to be other things in here. I don't think there's actually anything that could scientifically be making this sweet other than my mind playing tricks on me because it tastes like things that I associate with sweetness. Yeah, I mean, I could actually see myself drinking this quite happily on a summer's day on a porch. I wouldn't say it's necessarily a good or appropriate alternative to a good whiskey, but like for some people who like sipping on tequila, perhaps it's a similar kind of idea. It does a little bit feel like I'm drinking petrol. Sorry, for a North American audience, that is gasoline. I was accused recently in the comments section of one of my videos of making my tasting references too British. They were offended that I recommended that people try Parma Violets, which is like a lavender-flavored British candy. Which I still stand by that. If you've never had one, try them. They're really weird. It's like eating potpourri. So I'm trying my best to have more North American-centric words because I am recording this from Canada, where petrol is not the normal word. But yeah, that is not bad, actually. It's grassy. Yeah. I should, of course, like any good whiskey review, see what it's like with a little bit of dilution. So, don't want to go too far. Don't want to make it watery. So, let's just one... There we go. One drop. Just ruined it. Tastes like paint thinner now. Huh. Maybe higher proof is better. Well, don't take my word for it though, because like all scientific things, I knew what I was in for here. I knew I was trying Everclear 190. It's best to get for the best answer as to how good this is. It's probably best to get some blind test subjects in, isn't it? All right. So without any further ado, let's invite some of my colleagues in to try this.
I have very little experience with alcohol.
Okay. So what do you have here?
Oh, find out.
Okay.
Let me know what you think.
Pretty smooth. Ooh. Ooh. There's a bit of a sweetness there.
It's very strong.
Oh. Well, that's strong.
Ooh-wee, that is strong. I've never tasted anything like that.
Behind the burning.
It's really strong.
Very, very alcohol forward.
It is. It's really strong for me. My eyes are watering. It's a little strong for me. I don't know what that is. I've never tasted. That's not whiskey or anything like that. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's good. Not peaty.
What the heck did I just drink?
My eyes are watering.
It's good despite being strong.
That's gonna make my beard longer. Whew. Pokey doodles.
Any guesses?
Is it moonshine?
Very high proof rum.
Ooh, I mean, kinda. I mean, it's not rum, but yeah, you're most of the way there.
Or a very high proof like gin.
Everclear.
This is an Everclear. Really?
This is Everclear, 190 proof. This is 95% alcohol.
Pokey doodles.
Pure alcohol.
Well, then I was right because it's the strongest thing I've ever tasted.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't taste like 90 proof.
No,
Like-
it's 190 proof. Literally 95% alcohol.
Jeez, I can feel it. It's like burning the back of my throat a little bit. Like,
Oh yeah, it'll do that.
I did grow up in Alberta, so I have a bit of experience with Everclear that brought back some memories of drinking out in a field.
Yum. Ooh, that's yummy.